Her visions always came true, but she did not intend to gamble. All will come right, Mario, the like willing, she said. Eventually, she just had to have the courage to ride out whatever came before. As usual, Zaida arrived without ceremony, striding in, followed by Shylin, her windfinder, tall and slim, reserved, and Amelia, the bosomy, pale-haired Aes Sedai Zaida had brought back with her from Camelin. Ageless face seeming permanently surprised, her sparkling blue eyes very wide. The Aes Sedai was breathing heavily for some reason. Everyone bowed, but Zaida paid the courtesies no heed. In green brocades and white mourning stole, she was short, with a close cap of green curls, yet she managed to make herself seem every bit as tall as Shylin. A matter of presence, Green handled it. Zaida had that, and a coolness of thought that being caught by a Samaros on a lee shore did not shake. In addition to returning with the first of the Aes Sedai agreed to in the bargain for use of the Bowl of the Winds, she also had returned with her own bargain, for land in Andor, under Anmir law, and where Harine's bargain had been judged wanting, Zaida's had found great favor. That and the fact that she had come straight to Ilion via one of those peculiar gateways, woven by her own windfinder, were not the only reasons that she was now mistress of the ships, but neither had hurt her cause. Harine herself thought this traveling overrated. Shallan could make a gateway now, but making one to the deck of a ship without causing damage, even on still waters like these, especially from the deck of another ship, was chancy at best, and no one could make one large enough to sail a ship through. Very overrated. The man has not arrived yet, Zaida announced, taking the chair with its back to the large stern windows and arranging her long fringed red sash just so, adjusting the angle of the emerald-studded dagger thrust through the sash. She was a very particular. It was natural enough to want everything in its place on board a ship. Tidiness became a habit as well as a necessity. Yet she was exacting even by the usual standards. The remaining chairs, none fastened to the deck in proper fashion, made two rows facing each other, and the wave mistresses began taking their seats, each woman's windfinder standing behind her chair. It appears he intends also to wait on him. Amelia seated the goblets roll field. It seems the woman had put her foot wrong yet again. Amelia jumped, then gathered her bronze-colored skirts to her knees and went racing to the table where the wine pitcher sat. Badly long it appeared. Harine wondered how long Zaida would continue to allow her to wear dresses rather than trousers, which were much more practical shipboard. It would surely be a shock to her when they passed beyond sight of land and blouses were abandoned. Of the brown Aja, Amelia had wanted to study the Anmir, but she was given little time for study. Her purpose was to work, and Zaida saw that she did. She was there to teach the windfinders all that the Aes Sedai knew. She still dithered over that, but shorebound instructors, rare as they were, ranked barely a whisker above the deckhands. In the beginning, the woman apparently had believed her dignity fully equal to Zaida's in that war, and the deckmaster's flail laid with some frequent regularity across her belt, supposedly was changing her mind, if slowly. Amelia had actually tried to desert 3 times. Strangely, she did not know how to make a gateway. Knowledge that carefully was being kept from her, and she should have known she was being watched too closely to drive her way onto a bumboat. Well, she was unlikely to try again. Reportedly, she had been told that a 4th attempt would earn a public strapping this time, followed by being hung by her ankles in a rigging. No one would risk that shame, surely. Sail mistresses and even wave mistresses had been reduced to deckhands and gone willingly after that, eager to lose themselves and their disgrace in the mass of men and women hauling lines and handling sail. Removing the cushion from the seat of her chair and dropping it disdainfully on the deck, Harine took her place at the bottom of the left-hand row, Shallan at her back. She was the least senior, except for Mario, seated across from her. But then Zaida would have sat only one chair farther up had she not gained the 6th fat golden earring for each ear and the chains that connected them. Her lobes might still be sore from the piercings. A pleasant thought. As he makes us wait, perhaps we should make him wait when he finally does appear. With an untouched goblet in hand, she waved away the anxious Aes Sedai, who scurried over to Mario. Did she not know she should have served the mistress of the ships first, and then followed with the wave mistresses by seniority? Zaida toyed with her pierced sand box, hanging on a very heavy golden chain around her neck. She wore a wide, close-fitting collar of heavy gold links, too, a gift from Elaine of Andor. He comes from the Coromor, she said dryly, whom you were supposed to stick to like a barnacle. Her voice never hardened, but every word cut at me. This man will be as close as I can come to speaking to the Coromor without dire need, since you agreed he did not have to attend me more than 3 times in any period of 2 years. Because of you, I must accept this man's discourtesy if he turns out to be a scabrous drunkard who must run to the rail and empty his stomach every second sentence. The ambassador I send to the Coromor will be someone who knows how to obey her orders. Shallan tittered and smirked. She thought everyone was like herself. Shallan squeezed Harine's shoulder reassuringly, but she did not need it. Stay with her Coromor? There was no way she could explain to anyone, even Shallan, Catswain's rude methods of enforcing her will, or her total lack of respect for Harine's dignity. She had been an ambassador from the Upper Anmir in name, and forced to dance to any tune the Aes Sedai piped. She was willing to admit, only to herself, that she had almost wept with relief when she realized that the cursed woman was going to let her leave. Besides, that girl's vision was always keen. So the Aes Sedai said, and they could not lie. It was enough. Doreen slipped into the cabin and bowed to Zaida. The Coromor's emissary has arrived, ship mistress. He stepped out of the gateway on quarter. That created murmurs among the windfinders, and Amelia jerked as though she had felt the deck mistress's flail again. I hope he did not damage your deck too badly, Doreen, Zaida said. Harine sipped wine to hide her small smile. Apparently the man was to be made to wiggle the windows. Not at all, ship mistress. Doreen sounded surprised. The gateway opened a good foot above the deck, and he stepped through from one of the city's docks. Yes, Shallan whispered. I can see that. She thought anything to do with the power was wonderful. That must have a shock, seeing a stone dock above your quarterdeck, Zaida said. Very well, I will see whether the Coromor has sent me a scabrous drunkard. Send him in, Doreen, but do not rush. Amelia, am I to get any wine before nightfall? The Aes Sedai gasped, and making little whimpers as if on the point of tears, rushed to fetch a goblet as Doreen bowed and left. My God, had Amelia come in? Long moments passed, and Zaida had her wine well before a large man with dark hair curling to his broad shoulders entered the cabin. He certainly was not scabrous, nor did he appear drunk. The high collar of his black coat held a silver pin in the shape of a sword on one side, and on the other, a red and gold pin shaped like one of the creatures that entwined the Coromor's forearms. A dragon. Yes, that was what it's called. A round pin fastened to his left shoulder showed 3 golden crowns against a blue enamel. A sigil, first. Was he a shorebound noble? Could the Coromor actually have done Zaida honor in sending this man? Knowing Rand Althor as she did, she doubted it had been intentional. It was not that he tried to dishonor anyone, that he cared little for the honors of others. He bowed to Zaida, handling the sword at his side smoothly, but he failed to touch heart and lips and voice. Still, some shortcomings had to be overlooked with a shorebound. I apologize if I arrived late, ship mistress, he said, but it seemed unnecessary to come before all of your number were here. He must have a very good looking glass to have observed that from the docks. Studying him up and down with a frown, Zaida sipped her wine. You have a name? I am Logain. he said simply.